Right, let's go back for a while to your last book, Fierce Invalids Home from Hot Climates. I read that this title is an excerpt from a poem from a verse by Rimbaud,
That's
and
right. It's
and
excuse me.
oh, no, not a
I
problem. Never
think it's
mind.
from. Well, I know it's from A Season in Hell. In English, is the title.
Yeah.
It's a long poem, and the full line, the complete line, is "Women love these fierce invalids home from hot climates." And of course, that line was too long to use in the title. The title is long even now, but I had to amputate part of it. And the main character, there's a certain sense in which the main character is a fierce invalid, and he is home from hot climates. But it also refers to the fact that every one of us who has ever survived a passionate love affair or a political confrontation or a period of personal debauchery is ourselves invalids, an invalid home from a hot climate. So there's a sense in which many of us are invalids home from hot climates.
Hmm.
All the survivors of love.
Right. Talking about your sources, the sources you use to compose and to create the plots and all the facts and the descriptions and these beautiful atmospheres in your books, I can remember I am a tremendous camel smoker, so I really felt glad when I read Still Life with the Woodpecker. And about that, I was reading that for your last book, you had inspiration from some Bruce Chatwin's journals, the meeting of this CIA agent in Southeast Asia, and more than that, Terry and the Pirates comic book, and that was late 40s comic, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I think it actually may have started even in the 30s, and it was the comic strip was set in Asia mostly,
Yeah.
and it was very exotic, and also to a certain extent erotic, because there were always very beautiful, mysterious women in it, like the Dragon Lady. If you've ever heard of the Dragon Lady,
Yeah.
she originated in Terry and the Pirates comic books. So when I was a young boy, I've always been a romantic, I think, since I left the womb. And I was very entranced with the whole exotic and romantic and adventurous and erotic atmosphere that was generated by Terry and the Pirates.
So you use many sources to find inspirations for what you write. But one thing more I would like to ask you is, you visit many places in your book. I remember Timbuktu in Frog Pajamas, and I don't know. I know that in this last book there are Peru, Seattle, Syria, and many places. But most of all, I would like to know if there is any particular historical period you appreciate, or if there is any you would like to experience in living it.
Well, if you invited me to use your time machine,
Sure.
uh, I would probably choose to go to Paris during the La Belle Époque,
Ooh.
the period in Paris between 1885 and the First World War,
With the
when
great
there was so
expositions.
much artistic ferment.
Is there anything about that you like particularly?
Well, I just like the fact that it was such a creative time, and there was so much freedom, and everyone was going to banquets and eating great food and drinking lots of wine and making lots of love and still producing great art. It was a time when the human being was really alive. But at the same time that I like that, I also like the quiet contemplative spiritual life. So I am myself a contradiction.
Right. Last question. You've been a journalist for a while, and you are a writer and a human being, first of all. Reading on the newspapers, the news available, I mean, one could be not only disappointed but desperate, I think. In a way, fantasy or whatever makes us live in a beautiful way. What I ask you is, what is the secret recipe for happiness, or at least what's the best way to live this life, in your opinion?
The most ideal way to live your life, if you want to be happy and not be depressed and not be anxious, is not to take yourself too seriously. It sounds very simple, but that is the key to the secret, key to the treasure. If we can stop taking ourselves too seriously, then we can live like Adam and Eve in paradise.
Great. All right, Mr. Echo. Oh, sorry, Mr. Robbins. I thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure for me.
Thank you very much, and your English is marvelous.
I like yours.
No, I'm just a hillbilly. I can barely speak my own language.
All right. If you want, I mean, when you learn Italian, I will tell you the same. All right. Mr. Robbins, I really love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sto come un papa.
Yeah. So come to live in Rome. Grazie mille.
Va bene.
Have a great time and take care.
I promise.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very
Ciao.
much. Bye-bye.
Arrivederci.
Ciao.